Hi everybody, I'm Angie Sharp, the Community Engagement Manager for the City of Bettendorf, Iowa. Well, it's Monday, November 20th, and tonight kicks off our second set of City Council meetings for the month of November. City Council meets at 7 p.m. for its regular meeting on the first and third Tuesday of every month. And then the Monday before those Tuesdays, they meet at 5 p.m. right here at City Hall for what's called Committee of the Whole, where they dig into and discuss some of the items that are on Tuesday's agenda. So let's take a look at the agendas. And it looks like tonight's discussion will center around a public hearing on Tuesday's agenda, which is about a resolution that would approve a 100% voluntary annexation of certain property in an urbanized area to the City of Bettendorf. Now, details on this item are on page 9 of the council packet, which you can find at www.bettendorf.org/citycouncil. But basically, this property is nearly 90 acres of land located north of 195th Street, Forest Grove Drive, and west of Wells Ferry Road. After that discussion, council will talk about the consent agenda, which is on page 6 of the packet and includes 16 items. Then the mayor or council have the opportunity to add any items to the agenda. And after that, they're going into executive session pursuant to Iowa Code for the purpose of discussing union negotiation strategy. They'll pick back up tomorrow at 7 p.m. for their regular meeting. After reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and receiving the invocation, we will have a recognition and a proclamation. The recognition is for Matt Mooney, as we thank him for his 19 years of dedicated service on the Friends of the Bettendorf Parks Foundation Board. The proclamation is for Small Business Saturday, which is this Saturday, November 25th, and it was requested by Pam Wu of the Small Business Saturday Coalition, Women Impacting Public Policy, or WIPP. After that, we go into public requests of council, and this is when anyone can approach the podium and make a request to City Council on an item that is not already on the agenda for a public hearing. And we have 3 of those on the agenda. The first is a public hearing regarding the 100% voluntary annexation that was discussed during Committee of the Whole the night before. After that, the public hearing, the council will vote on that resolution. The second public hearing is about a future land use amendment for Lot 2, Coraline Edition, Urban Low Intensity to Community Commercial, submitted by Webster Properties. Now, this is an ordinance, not a resolution, so council has to vote on this 3 times, and tonight is the first reading. Lastly, there's a public hearing about rezoning Lot 2, Coraline Edition, R2, Single Family Residence District, to C3, General Business District, submitted by Webster Properties. Council will then vote on the first reading of that ordinance. After all of those public hearings, we have a number of second and third readings of ordinances. Item 13 is the second reading of an ordinance amending Bettendorf City Code to add a stop intersection on Genesis Way at Forest Grove Drive and a yield intersection on Cash's Path at Genesis Way. Item 14 is the third and final reading of an ordinance rezoning property generally located on the south side of the 4700 block of Forest Grove Drive. Items 15, 16, and 17 are the third and final readings of 3 ordinances that amend the future land use map and rezone property generally located west of 4850 Competition Drive. Item 18 is a resolution, which again only requires 1 vote, not 3, approving a professional services agreement with Bray Architects for the police station and City Hall renovation feasibility study project. Finally, council will vote on the consent agenda. Then Mayor Bob will go tap, tap, tap with the gavel and adjourn the meeting until our next set, which is December 4th and December 5th. Now, one note we want to make here. You heard me mention future land use maps several times on the agenda. And what that is exactly what it says. It's a map that tells us how to use our land in the future as we continue to grow the city. And this is a really important process as we put this map together, as you can imagine, and you can become part of it because we are currently in the process of updating this map, which is part of our comprehensive plan. You've heard us talk about this before, and we have a community open house that's taking place tonight at the Waterfront Convention Center after Committee of the Whole. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't have to be there the whole time. Stop by anytime during those 2 hours to learn a little bit more about the comprehensive plan that we're updating, as well as this future land use map. It really is the roadmap for how we plan the city. And if you want to learn more about this plan, go to www.bettendorf.org/comprehensive plan. If you want to tune into tonight's meeting, you can either come here to City Hall in downtown Bettendorf, or you can watch it on our YouTube channel, which is www.bettendorf.org/YouTube. And finally, to be in the know on all things city news, events, upcoming holidays, and more, go to www.bettendorf.org/beintheknow. Have a great day.